Alkaline water is often sold as a simple upgrade, but most people don't fully understand what they're buying. You've probably seen it on store shelves or online. Bottles labeled with high pH levels, claims about balance, and promises of better hydration. It sounds scientific, and it feels like a smarter choice. But once you look past the label, the real question becomes clear: what is alkaline water, and does it actually do anything meaningful? The confusion starts with a basic idea that sounds logical on the surface: alkaline water has a higher pH level than regular water. While neutral water sits around a pH of 7, alkaline water is usually between 8 and 9. Some versions also contain added minerals like calcium, magnesium, or potassium. The common belief is that drinking alkaline water helps reduce acidity in the body. This idea is often repeated, but rarely explained in practical terms. Here's where the problem begins: your body already controls its pH very tightly. Your blood, for example, stays within a narrow range regardless of what you eat or drink. This balance is maintained by your lungs and kidneys automatically. So even if you drink water with a higher pH, your body adjusts quickly. The overall effect on your internal pH is limited. This doesn't mean alkaline water has no value. It just means its impact is often misunderstood. Let's break down what it actually does. First, there's the mineral content. Some alkaline water contains added minerals, which can slightly change the taste and mouthfeel. For some people, this makes the water feel smoother or easier to drink. Second, there's the pH level itself. While it may sound important, pH alone doesn't determine whether water is clean or safe. Water can have a higher pH and still contain unwanted substances if it hasn't been properly filtered. This is a key point that often gets overlooked. Alkaline water is not the same as purified water. Raising the pH does not remove contaminants. If the source water contains chlorine, metals, or other impurities, those may still be present unless a filtration step is included. That's where many people make a costly mistake. They assume alkaline water is automatically better in every way, when in reality it solves a very specific and limited problem, if it solves one at all. Now let's talk about how alkaline water is made. There are two common methods. One is adding minerals to water to increase its pH. The other is using an ionization process, which separates water into acidic and alkaline streams using electricity. Both methods change the pH, but neither one guarantees improved water quality unless combined with filtration. So when you see a product labeled as alkaline, it's important to ask, what else is it doing? Is it filtering the water first? Is it adding minerals? Or is it simply adjusting pH without addressing anything else? These details matter more than the label. Another factor to consider is cost. Alkaline water, especially bottled versions, is often more expensive than regular bottled water. Over time, this can become a significant recurring expense. Home alkaline systems can also be costly, depending on the type and features. Again, the question is not whether it's good or bad. The question is whether it's necessary. If your tap water is already safe and properly filtered, the additional benefit of alkaline water may be minimal for most people. If your concern is taste, there are other ways to improve it without focusing on pH alone. On the other hand, if you prefer the taste or find it encourages you to drink more water, that could be a practical benefit. But that's a personal preference, not a universal requirement. This leads us to the key insight: alkaline water is not a solution to water quality problems. It's an adjustment to water characteristics. When people treat it as a replacement for filtration or as a health necessity, they often misunderstand its role. When they use it as a preference after addressing basic water quality, it makes more sense. In other words, it's not the foundation. It's an optional layer. Understanding this distinction can save you time, money, and confusion. Instead of starting with alkaline water, it's more effective to start with your water source. Know what's in it. Identify any concerns. Use filtration if needed. Then decide if additional adjustments, like mineral content or pH, are worth it for you. This approach keeps your decisions grounded in reality rather than assumptions. In the end, the value of alkaline water depends on how you use it. If it's used to solve a problem it can't address, it becomes unnecessary. If it's used as a preference after the basics are covered, it becomes optional, and that difference matters, because once you understand what alkaline water actually does, you stop relying on claims and start making choices based on what you actually need. If you found this explanation useful, consider subscribing for more clear and practical breakdowns like this. In the description, you'll find a simple resource that walks you through how to evaluate your own water setup step by step, so you can make decisions with more clarity.